Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Kaiden's Podcast. This episode of Kaiden's Podcast is brought to you by White Glove Carpet Cleaning. Text 801-425-4618 for an estimate on your home or business and set up an appointment today. That's 801-425-4618. Neither of us had done this before, so it felt like a whole lot like we were forcing our conversation, kinda, and reaching for content. So it wasn't ingenuine. It was just I guess reaching is the best way to describe it. So it was still way fun though.
Yeah.
And it got me ready to do the interviews with Cooper and Connor, and I was really excited to do their interviews because I had like goals and things I wanted to talk about with them, but Hudge and I didn't have that.
Just kind of.
He showed up and we were gonna play Call of Duty, and then I had just bought all the stuff to do.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, to do an episode. So.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun to listen to. But now we got you. We have Sydnee Anderson, long time friend, to talk a lot about where she's at with her life, what she's doing with her life, and to have a good conversation. So I hope you're comfortable. If you're not comfy, tell me and we can figure something out. But you've got water.
I've got water. I'm all set.
Yeah.
On your nice little setup here.
And Brendan's got your baby.
My baby.
You're all good. Was he sleeping a lot before you got here?
Yeah, he slept all day today.
Oh, good. Which is not normal.
No.
But he likes to sleep here, doesn't he?
He loves sleeping here. He loves your house. I don't know what is up.
A lot of people like our house.
I need to move in.
Yeah, we could kick some people out to get you in here for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need my baby to sleep.
We can make that whole basement your house. Except I'm going to have to come down. I'll still play video games down there.
That's okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can let you have your hobby. It's fine.
Yeah, it's my life. It's not just my hobby. Okay, Sid.
Yes.
I'm so happy you're here. I want to let you have some time to introduce yourself and your family and your life and what you do with everything that goes on in Sydnee Anderson's world.
Okay. My name's Sydney. Been Kaiden's BFF since 9 years old.
Well, you were always my crush since 9 years old.
I had a crush on you, and then Brendan moved in.
Oh,
so darn.
I've always been competing with everybody else.
No, you were always such a cutie.
I know, but I never got your heart. Not even in ninth or 7th grade.
Not true.
6th grade, 4th grade. When did we move? When did we actually meet each other?
4th grade, but we became really good friends in 5th grade. I'm pretty sure. That's when I started going to your house a lot.
Well, did you not go to... Where did you go to school in 2nd grade?
Bluff Ridge.
Did I?
I don't know.
3rd grade.
Sand Springs.
Yeah. So
Did I meet you in 3rd grade?
I was there in 3rd grade, but I thought we were at Sand Springs in 2nd grade.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So I missed... Yeah. Okay, so I was never your crush, but we were BFFs.
You were my crush.
Well, I didn't feel like it.
I have journals about you.
No, it's good. It's better you ended up with Brendan. He's a better guy than me anyway.
Guy.
Yeah. Keep going.
Okay. I was born a baby.
You were born a baby.
No, I'm oldest of 3 boys, kind of like you. My brother got married last year, so I have a cute sister-in-law who I love so much. I'm really close with my family. I got married last summer to basically my childhood sweetheart, Brendan. And we just had a baby in July. He's 4 months now. He's fun. His name's Crew. I'm exhausted. That's my whole life. I'm a stay-at-home mom. But kind of. I nanny to help with someone.
Yeah, someone said that you nannied.
Yeah.
You said that you worked and was a mom, and I didn't know that you nannied.
Yeah, I'm nannying.
How often do you do that?
twice a week, but they're paying me good. So
you just
it's
take
nice.
crew over when you
Mhm.
nanny.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're already taking care of a baby.
Yeah.
So it's
So it's
just filling your time up. Why don't you
Mhm.
do full-time nanny?
well, they don't need me full time, and it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
How many kids are you looking at
Just
over there?
one,
Oh.
but he's exhausting, and
How old is he?
he's 2.
Oh, yeah.
He's easy, but it's tiring with 2 kids.
Well, are you going to
know what
have
I
a
mean.
second kid?
No,
You're
not
not
right now.
When are you ever going to have a second
Well,
kid?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be like. You're going to have crew as a little baby 2-year-old.
Yes.
And then you're going to have an infant.
Yes.
Basically, it's going to be exactly how
it is
now.
Well, yeah. We'll let that happen when it happens.
How many kids do you want?
I want 4 or 5.
Oh,
I want a
wow.
big family.
Sarah's like, I want a big family, but she's like 3 kids.
3 kids. 3 kids is a good number.
That's not a big family, though.
No. I grew up in a huge family, and I love it.
Yeah.
So,
But it's worth it once you're there, but getting there is
it's
not.
hard. Yeah.
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 5 kids, huh?
Probably 4.
4 kids.
Yeah.
Well, you got to pop them out now then.
to.
You got to keep going.
We'll see. Let's get
When do you
Brendan
want to have your
finished.
next one?
We say 2 to 3 years, but we'll see.
But you said that for the first one too, right?
Yeah. 1 month later.
Yeah, fun. No, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So you nanny, and you went to school for a little while.
I went to school.
Yeah, what's your school career like?
I went to Dixie, got my associate's degree.
That's your airplane. Now, is your phone on airplane mode?
Oh no.
Yeah, please.
Oh, I
please
broke
off-
your biggest
please
rule.
all
I am
phones.
so
That's okay.
sorry.
I forgot about it anyway.
There we go.
There
We're
we go.
good.
Thank you. Okay,
Mhm.
I'll see if I can fix that.
Okay.
Keep going.
Anyways, I
Dixie.
went to Dixie. Dixie was so fun. Had the best roommates. I miss it sometimes.
What did you study?
Just generals. I just got my basic degree. I got my associate's degree at Dixie, then I transferred to UVU for a semester, and then I moved home because I was sick.
Which is what we're
Yep.
talking. What this is, which is exactly what I wanted. Perfect segue to what we wanted to talk about. Before we get into that, is there anything else you want to share with us that you're doing or about your life that people should know?
I don't know.
People meaning like the couple dozen that actually listen to this. That
I
already
don't
know
know.
everything
I'm pretty
about you.
simple. Yeah, they probably y'all know me.
Mhm.
I don't know. No.
Cool.
I'm good. We're
Okay.
caught up.
So tell us about this. Tell us about this sickness that kept you from going back to school. What's your health history like?
So I've basically been sick my whole life, but I kept a lot of that private because it was, I don't know, kind of shameful. That sounds kind of weird, but I didn't want to.
Embarrassing?
Yeah, I didn't want to be known as like this sick girl. And a lot through elementary school and junior high, I missed a lot of school because I was sick, and people gave me crap for it. So then I don't know. I just always. I never knew how to explain what was happening, and I don't even think I knew what was happening while I was in it while I was younger. But basically, from the time I was 4, I had chronic migraines. Like 4 years old.
Really? Migraines? I
Mhm.
never knew that about
Yeah,
you.
like to the point where I would lose vision and I'd throw up, be so sick, like a little 4-year-old in preschool.
Ugh.
And that went on. I had bad migraines probably till I was in junior high. I still got them here and there, but they weren't as bad as when I was little. I was super picky eater because I was like scared of food, because every time I ate it, I knew I'd feel sick.
You were always scared of food,
Always.
but you're never scared of ketchup.
No. I probably should have been, because ketchup is so bad for you.
Yeah, you ate a lot of ketchup.
I love ketchup.
Oh,
I
that was-
still do.
I bet you do.
I
would
really-
be surprised if you didn't anymore.
But I try not to eat it. Yeah, and then when I got into junior high, well, when I turned 7, I got something called a rotavirus, and that ruined me forever. My stomach has never been the same since.
Rotavirus?
Yeah,
At 7?
7.
What is rotavirus?
It is, this is gross, but it is a virus you can get from people who don't wash their hands after going poop. So basically, but it's not from me, it's from someone else. So basically at school, I must have ate lunch after touching something someone touched after they didn't wash their hands.
Is it the same thing that you get if you drink lake water?
I don't know. No, that's like gonorrhea or something.
Yeah,
Is it?
something, but something gross.
Something gross.
There's
It was
something nasty
bad.
in lake water
Yeah.
because of it's completely unsanitary.
Yeah. So it's probably similar to what
So
it
what
was.
is rotavirus just made you insanely sick?
Oh, so sick. Oh, we're gonna get kind of gross on this
Well,
podcast.
okay, you want to throw a disclaimer out?
Probably.
Sydney and I both have health issues, and we want to talk about our health issues so we can help other people who have health issues be comfortable talking about it and find the help that they need. Is that a fair disclaimer?
Basically.
So my content's always explicit,
Okay.
but this is a different kind of explicit.
Yes.
This is gross
Little
explicit.
TMI.
But you share whatever you're comfortable with and I think the more vulnerable
I'm comfortable.
you are. Yeah. So I think people will kind of gross because people don't talk about it. But what's so special about this is people who are sick need to know that they're sick and find the healing that they need. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we're doing this.
Yes. So basically I had rotavirus and it was basically like 24/7 diarrhea. And it was like
At
weird
7.
diarrhea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was bad. I was sick for like 3 months. Like it wasn't just like a week. It was like 3 months and then I had lost all my weight. I looked like I was a little anorexic 7-year-old. And
it's not healthy.
Yeah. So it took a while to get better from that. But after that, my stomach was never the same. But even before that, I had a rough stomach. But after that, it was 10 times worse.
And it made you worse long term, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
So junior high rolls around and I still have like bad stomach issues. It started to get worse in high school, and in high school this started to happen where it probably didn't happen every day yet, but most days I'd come home from school bloated, looking like I was like 5 months pregnant, and my stomach would be as hard as a rock, and I'd feel so sick, and that would just be the rest of my evening, and I felt like I couldn't do anything. And that didn't happen all the time in high school, but most of the time in high school I just didn't feel good, and it was rough.
Do you know why? You say you've had a bad stomach forever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why?
I didn't then.
You didn't know what was going on then?
No.
Okay. So then in high school, and you still in high school didn't know what was going on?
I had no idea.
And you weren't talking about it?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Just my family knew. And basically my mom would just be like, you're just nervous. You're just stressed out all the time. Which is probably true. But, like, people always blamed it on my nerves. Yeah. And, like, nothing was really wrong with me.
No reason to be that stressed all the time to make you so sick that way. Yeah.
And then after high school, I moved to St. George, went to Dixie. And while I was there, I was just getting worse. And my acne was getting worse. And I also, TMI, but I had the worst periods. Like.
Really?
Oh, so bad. They were so painful. They would, like, knock me out.
I think come a little closer to the mic. Yeah.
That good?
Everybody wants to hear how painful your
my
periods were. Yeah.
They were so painful. Like my legs would go numb. So weird. And I would just like cramp. So like now that I've had a baby, it felt just like it, like so bad. And it would like knock me out for a couple days and nothing could fix it.
And this happened once a month.
Yes.
I remember you always saying that your periods were insanely painful anyway.
Yeah.
Though. They were always, because I have no experience with period personally.
Yeah.
Obviously, and I have all brothers, so I've never known. And when I would talk about it with our friends,
mm-hmm.
everyone was, everybody's cycle was different. I guess I still have no fucking clue about periods, but it always seemed like it was way worse for you.
Oh yeah.
Genuinely.
Way bad.
And it genuinely was.
Yeah.
Okay. And it got even worse in college.
I mean, even Sarah would tell me, a lot of our girlfriends would, that like it's not that bad. Like we have periods. Like you're fine.
Right.
And I'm like,
I'm
not fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Just wait.
It wasn't dramatic.
Yeah. No. So it was bad. That was bad, and I knew that wasn't normal. And who wants to deal with that every month?
I don't.
No. And then, so when I moved to Dixie, where was I? I was starting to get worse, and my acne was so bad. It started to get bad in high school, but when I went to Dixie, it was so bad. It was gross. And, you're self-conscious when you have not clear skin. Anyways.
Yeah.
And then I moved home. I was still doing okay. Moved home. And then I decided to transfer to UVU because I still wanted to be like having a college experience. And
But you came home originally because you were not feeling good.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling good. But then I was like, I'm okay. Like, I have to live my life. And while I was at Dixie, I actually got tested there by some doctors to see if I had celiac disease or like lactose intolerance.
What kind of tests? What kind of tests are those?
They were, I'm trying to remember. It was so long
Like blood
ago.
tests?
Blood tests and like a poop test. Yeah.
Did you like poop in a bag and send it to somebody?
No, but I had to like take samples of it and send it to a lab.
You had to poop?
Yeah.
And you had to take care of it?
Isn't that disgusting?
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I know.
Don't you mostly go to a facility and poop in a toilet and then they
they usually
take care of
would
it from
do
there?
that, but they had me do it.
Whoa.
I know. Anyways.
Well, so what'd you learn from that?
They said I had nothing wrong with me.
No, you came back with nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I thought was weird.
Yeah.
Because I was like, something's wrong with me.
Okay.
Anyways. So, and then I was like, okay, I'm fine. Like, I don't know. And they did test me for my thyroid and said I had thyroid issues. They didn't give me a name for it. They just said I didn't have a healthy thyroid. So they gave me pills for that, which I was taking. But they would make me not feel good.
What does your thyroid do?
Your thyroid?
Do you know what your thyroid does?
I know. I'm getting a little podcast brain
You nervous?
on me.
I'm going to Google it. How do you
Thyroid.
The thyroid gland produces hormones that regulate the body's metabolic rate as well as heart and digestive function, muscle control, brain development, mood, and bone maintenance. Its correct functioning depends on having a good supply of iodine from the diet. Where is the thyroid?
It's like right here, and it looks like a butterfly.
Okay, so it produces hormones to regulate a lot of different things, but digestive function is one of them. And it looks like that might be the only one as far as belly stuff goes. Muscle control.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And usually when people have thyroid issues, they have a hard time with their weight and other hormonal things that your hormones control.
Hormones.
Yeah. So I wasn't fat, but
you were never fat.
I felt like I gained a little bit of weight.
Well, that
I wasn't
could be true,
bad,
but you were
but
never fat.
Yeah. But
not even close to being fat.
Yeah, so they said I had that. So they put me on pills for that, but they didn't do much. And then I came home, started at UVU, and that's when shit hit the fan, like literally. Like I never left my
There's a lot of shit
maybe not that literally.
Got worse, way worse so.
Yeah, it was so bad. I hardly ever left my apartment ever while I was down there. And I was so sick.
You want to say why? Can you share why?
I was just sick. Like most days I felt like I didn't want to get out of bed. My head always hurt. I always had a stomach ache. I was always bloated. I always looked like I was pregnant, and I'm not. I wasn't pregnant.
Yeah, not.
Yeah, just so uncomfortable. I was constantly doing diarrhea. I was so sick. Constantly had gas issues. And how can you go like be social like that?
You can't.
You can't.
No.
And that's all I wanted because I was at my time of life. So that was really hard. And then I was like depressed because I was stuck inside all day. I felt like I couldn't do anything with my life. So like there was this one time I went on a date and we went and got fried fish tacos. And like I was feeling okay before, so I was like, okay, I got this. But he took me to get fried fish tacos, and then there's this place in Provo, I don't know what it's called, but it was like crepes and like ice cream and just all this crap on it.
Yes.
And it was so good, but I thought I was gonna like poop there right in front of him. I ate it, and
tacos.
Yeah, and the ice cream crepes, and it was so awful. He had to take me home. But then after that, I like stopped going on dates. I stopped hanging out with people because I was so embarrassed, and I didn't know, like.
And you didn't tell him that you were sick because you didn't really know.
I didn't really know,
anyway.
and no, I didn't know how to tell people like I don't feel good because I didn't feel like anyone else ever didn't feel good. And then there was another time I did go hang out with people. We had like a game night and they were playing Murder in the Dark, and it was down in someone's basement. And every time they would turn off the lights, I'd run upstairs and go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Because
wow.
I didn't want anyone to know I was going to the bathroom, but yeah, it was bad. So I feel like I just couldn't have a normal social life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it did get a lot worse.
Yeah.
In Provo. And then what happened?
And so then I came home. I was going to go back. And I came home, but when I came home, I told my mom, I was like, something is not right with me. I need to figure it out. Like, take me to the doctor. And so we started going to the doctor, and he basically told me I had IBS. And then he told me I had leaky gut syndrome. And IBS stands for irritable bowel syndrome. A lot of people are told they have that. And then leaky gut is when, like, the lining of your intestines is bad and has like holes in it, so the food you eat goes into your bloodstream and it like attacks itself.
Whoa.
Yeah, so he told me I had that, and basically
all just from you telling him what's going on, or did he do anything?
He didn't do any tests, just from me telling him.
Okay.
And he gave me a list of foods to eat, but foods to eat and foods not to eat, but they like contradicted each other. Like he said I could eat tomatoes but not salsa. Like it was just weird. Like
yeah, I felt that way too. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's weird, and I didn't understand. I didn't know how to eat the way he was telling me to eat, but then he told me to try something called the bone broth diet. And I don't know if you remember this.
I kind of do.
You had just barely got home from your mission when I was like finishing the bone broth diet. But anyways, during this time, I got a job at Hobby Lobby just for the summer till I was going back to school.
Wait, what's the bone broth diet?
Oh yeah.
What the hell did I miss?
The bone broth diet.
Were you eating bones?
No, well, kinda. So, it's like broth boiled off of animal bones. And
boiled off of the bone?
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
why? Why did you
bone soup, and I had to just eat chicken in this broth with like carrots. That's all I ate for a month.
That sounds delicious.
All I ate for every meal.
Was it delicious? It sounds like chicken noodle soup.
It started out good. It was, by the end of it, it was not good.
Why? What was wrong with it?
That's all I ate for a month.
Well, that's annoying for sure. But it sounds just like chicken noodle soup, kinda.
It tastes It tastes a little weird. It's from bones.
So how do you get the bone broth? How do you get bone broth?
Well, now it's like a thing. Like people.
Like you can buy.
You can buy like
you
powder.
Buy chicken broth.
You buy powder, or you can buy bones and like boil them. But
that's what it is, though.
Yeah.
You boil water and bones, and then it turns into a broth.
And I had like this bone broth protein powder that I would drink.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was disgusting, and that's all I did for a month, and I was just getting worse.
It wasn't helping.
No.
Oh yikes! It wasn't helping.
No. So I was working at Hobby Lobby, and I only worked there for a month because I was so sick. I would like black out at the register doing my job. I'd have to run to the bathroom in the middle of dealing with customers. It was so embarrassing. It was like the worst summer. And I was so sick. So I quit my job. Luckily my parents were like, at this point, like, okay, something's wrong with you. And I was trying to figure I was doing everything I could, like doing everything the doctor said, and he had me on this medication also that was not helping me.
What do you know what it was?
I don't remember. It was like these blue pills.
Blue pills.
Blue pills. I don't remember what the name was.
Was it a steroid?
I think so.
I'm
pretty sure.
It's probably to help, because it sounds like maybe to help with inflammation, to keep swelling down in your gut. Okay.
But I didn't feel like they were helping me very much.
You didn't notice much of a difference from it.
I just felt like I was getting worse. And then
this is all like 2 years ago, right?
3 years ago. 3 summers ago.
3 summers ago, you are home and you are shitting your pants at Hobby Lobby and taking blue pills. You don't remember what they're called, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I quit Hobby Lobby, and after that, I literally got so sick I could barely leave my bed most days. I stayed at home just crying, basically. Didn't know what was wrong with me. Didn't know how to help myself. And I still kept doing the bone broth diet because the doctor said it would take time. And I had a book that I got that helped you get through it. And I was reading it, and like it helped people, so I thought, why can't it help me?
Get through what?
The bone broth diet, to help heal myself, because eventually it was supposed to heal me.
The bone broth diet was supposed to save you?
Yeah, but it did not.
It made things kind of worse.
So worse. And then what?
Bone broth diet
Bone
book.
broth diet book. Oh yeah. Anyways, you guys all started to get home from your missions, and I remember like, okay, I have to see my friends. I would try with like every power in me to just get up and go hang out with everyone when everyone was hanging out. I would act like nothing was wrong. And it was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah, I remember it was like I remember thinking you were like an old person.
What you think
like
about
an old
me?
person. Like you were stuck in your house.
Yeah.
And so sick and needed and like were dying.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
I thought you were dying.
It was bad.
Yeah,
And I would
I remember
leave
it was
hanging
no good.
out early.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in the book, one of the reviews are in the book, and one of them said, "This didn't work for me, but I hope it worked for other people." And I was like, this crap is not working for me.
In the book?
Yeah, in the book it said that.
Oh, it's
And
like this book
so-
actually doesn't work?
Yeah, so I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I'm not getting better. And
Why did you choose the bone broth diet? The doctor
recommended it. And a lot of there are some people in my neighborhood that had done it because they had stomach issues too, and they said it worked for them. So we were like, why not give it a try? But it was not working for me. And I specifically remember it was a Sunday, and I was like I couldn't even sit up. I was like falling over, just sitting on my
Dizzy.
couch. Yeah. And
Yeah, nauseous.
I was like, something's wrong. And of course the doctors had wanted to like go forward with a colonoscopy, which you know all about.
Oh, I know, baby.
And just those other crappy tests. And I just was like, this doesn't feel right, 'cause everything he had told me to do hadn't worked. And I was just sick of getting tests and being told nothing's wrong. Or anyways, I ended up going to a more like holistic doctor who takes more like a holistic approach to things. And
What is a holistic doctor? Because I didn't learn about these until a couple months ago.
yeah, so they approach things more naturally. And they basically heal you through food, through supplements. Well, they tell you what to eat and everything. So I went to...
You'd never got a colonoscopy?
No, I didn't.
Or did any other tests? Okay.
I chose not to because I did not think.
You decided...
I just was like, no, I'm not having that done.
Yeah, no one wants a camera shoved up their ass.
Yeah, and I just...
Well, I didn't think I did, but... then
But you did it.
After I did it, I kind of thought I'd do it again.
Really? You liked it?
Well, I loved the drugs.
Okay. We'll find you some other drugs, Kate.
So, yeah, we can find a lot of drugs. I don't have a lot of drugs, but we can find
good.
some.
Stay away from the drugs.
Okay. Holistic doctor. then.
Holistic doctor.
Who's
Yeah,
your path?
he and they basically told me I had to start my body over with food, and that was the only way to get better. And just different.
But they never said what was wrong with you.
Well, the doctor said that I probably had Crohn's,
Okay.
but because I never got a test and got diagnosed,
Yeah, he can't diagnose
Yeah.
you.
but he said that's probably what I had.
But then the doctor that could diagnose you said you probably have leaky gut.
Well, it was the same doctor.
Oh, the leaky gut doctor
Yeah.
was a holistic doctor.
No. This is later. I went to
Right.
the
But
holistic
so what I'm saying is, the doctor that could have diagnosed you with Crohn's, that could have said
He said I had leaky gut.
He said you had a leaky gut.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
what's the difference between leaky gut and Crohn's?
Crohn's is basically, they say you can't heal it. It's an autoimmune disease, and you have this chronic
what
diarrhea.
disease? Autoimmune disease.
Yeah. You
Okay.
have chronic diarrhea. You chronically don't feel good ever, and basically you die from it eventually.
Really?
Yeah. Autoimmune diseases are meant to kill you.
Well, I thought an autoimmune disease was just something that you never get rid of.
You don't, but it will, like,
But it kills
what's
you.
the word? Eventually it kills you.
Terminal.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
My grandpa just died of an autoimmune disease in his
Really?
liver. Mm-hmm.
oh. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was under the impression an autoimmune disease doesn't always kill you, but it gives you other things that kill you.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like having Crohn's.
Crohn's itself wouldn't kill me, but it deteriorates your body
Yeah,
to the point that you can die.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the source is Crohn's. Okay.
Yes,
I see what you're
yes,
saying.
yes,
All right.
Okay.
Okay, keep going. So the holistic doctor says you probably have Crohn's,
Yes.
which is, you were explaining what Crohn's is.
Yeah, it's basically
Chronic
chronic diarrhea, chronically just don't feel good. Like you have the stomach flu all the time.
Okay. But what's going on inside? Do you know what's
inside? Basically, you're just inflamed everywhere.
Everything's swollen.
Everything's swollen. Everything's inflamed. Your organs
digestive
aren't
tract.
healthy. Your digestive tract's not healthy. Yeah.
And you can't process food.
No, can't process food.
Do you think you have Crohn's?
Not anymore. I think I did, and I think I was going to have a lifelong of life problems with it, but I don't, because I really believe that I healed it through food.
Do you think you cured it?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I think that if I were to eat bad again, I would still have it.
So I think so then they would say you're in remission.
Yeah,
Because
basically.
you can't get rid of it. You can't just like...
my body, yeah, like my body's will always have an autoimmune disease.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are in remission.
Yeah.
And you think you had Crohn's.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you do to get yourself into remission? What did your holistic doctor tell you and all of that?
Well, just to start my body over with food. So basically, for 3 months, I ate 4 vegetables: zucchini, beets, carrots, tomatoes. And then I could have bananas, blueberries, peaches, and some nuts and seeds. That's all I ate for 3 months.
Who told you to do that?
My holistic doctor.
Okay, so you did that for a few months.
Yeah. And I felt a world of difference. Like, so different. And,
Well, give us the details.
oh, details.
What did you notice feeling better?
Well,
How
I
long
stopped
did it
having
take?
diarrhea.
You were having diarrhea all the way up to this point.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard more vegetable and fruit intake, because it's fibrous and it can irritate your digestive tract, usually make those conditions worse.
It can, but that's why I could only have specific ones. You have to, like...
How did you prepare them?
I would slightly steam them. Like, don't eat them raw. If you're trying to, like, start your body over, the raw will, you can't digest it.
Raw is
bad. And, like, just eating typical vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, stuff like that, way too hard on your stomach.
Okay, those are tougher.
Way tough.
Same
with, like, lettuce, like any type of leafy greens. They're good for you, but the problem is your stomach can't digest it properly because it's so destroyed inside.
Should we also make a disclaimer that Sydnee and I are not professionals?
No.
Or health professionals or experts. We are solely going off of our own experience.
Yes.
That should be assumed.
Oh, yeah. Like, I
hope
know I'm
nobody's
not
listening
perfect.
that you got your degree at UVU
Oh,
as
no.
Okay.
No,
I didn't think so.
No.
But we're talking
this
about
is what I've learned,
yeah,
what
this
has
is your
helped
story.
me,
Okay.
and what I've studied for so
Right. Okay, so you prepare your vegetables by slightly steaming them.
them.
And peel them.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Do you get the skins? Because the skins are no good? Or
I ate the skins.
Okay.
I was fine with it.
So you did that for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
The diarrhea went away.
I had energy again. I felt like I could go hang out with people. I still get bloated here and there, but it was nothing like what it was. And then I slowly just started adding foods back into my diet. I think like a year later, I started eating salads, fish, tomatoes, pineapple, like more fruit.
How were you getting your protein before?
Before this?
Well, while you were doing the vegetable diet. Or were you not?
Oh, maybe I added fish after 4 months. I think I did. But before that, I was just getting protein from nuts and seeds.
The nuts and seeds.
Mm-hmm.
And fats from the nuts and seeds. And
mm-hmm.
carbs from everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And so then a few months of doing that, you introduced fish?
Fish. I introduced sweet potatoes. I think I introduced a few more fruits and vegetables. I don't remember which ones though.
What does your diet consist of now?
Now I eat a lot of stuff. I eat a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables. There's way more plant-based options out there now than I think people know about. Like, I didn't know about anything. But
Plant-based, like vegan burgers and stuff?
Yeah, but I don't really like those. Like, I just mean like I make pancakes all the time. I make There's tortillas. Like I make tacos. I still eat like people.
Well, so what's your mentality when you're eating, when you're shopping? What kind of foods are you looking for?
Plant-based foods.
Anything that's
Vegetable,
or
fruit. Let me yeah, like
no processed food.
no processed food.
Anything.
I do not eat processed
What
food.
about like wheat, flour, grains?
No, anything with gluten I
oats?
don't eat.
No gluten.
No gluten.
Do you think do you have celiac? Even though those doctors said
I mean,
no
they
celiac.
said I don't have celiac, but I think gluten gave me migraines.
No migraines.
Yeah, I don't have I didn't stop having migraines.
So that was just kind of a decision you made it for yourself,
Mhm.
and you feel better from doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what are there special nutrients from grains and wheat and flours that you get somewhere else that you?
Not really.
Yeah. Are there key nutrients from those foods?
I have brown rice. Like, you don't need gluten. People don't need the problem. The problem I have a hard time sharing my story and how I eat is because people are so like, what? Like, how dare, like, it's food. People have always had food. Like, why can't you eat food?
Yeah.
But the problem is food is different than it used to be. We eat food nowadays that's pumped with preservatives and pesticides and awful things. Like, even when I thought I was eating healthy, because when I was sick, I wasn't eating bad. And when I thought I was eating healthy, I would like, you read ingredients on things and there's sugar in there or like names you can't even pronounce.
Yeah.
And if you're eating that crap, it's not good for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, so now when you're shopping, you're looking for plant-based foods, probably a lot of organic.
Organic.
labels.
I try. They're expensive.
They are more expensive, but does it make a difference? Does it matter to you?
It does. Just from, your food is covered in crap. And if it's not organic, it basically means that it was pumped with GMOs, sprayed with pesticides, which basically damages your body. It's why a lot of people are sick.
Yeah, the bad chemicals.
Yeah.
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 Wow. So how are you feeling these days?
I feel great.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Since when? How long have you been feeling good?
I've probably been feeling good for probably about a year. And when I went to the holistic doctor, they said it'd probably take 5 years for my body to get to its prime if I stuck to a clean diet. And I have, and I'm on year 3, and I'm feeling so much better.
So 3 years ago is when you moved back home from school and started seeing doctors.
Yeah.
A year from there, you're on a veggie-based diet. Roughly.
Basically.
Roughly that timeline. And then it took another year from there to feel healthy.
Yeah.
And then all of the migraines have gone away. And any kind of gross belly symptoms, nausea, dizzy.
No, like, if I let myself eat something, I'll immediately have symptoms again.
You'll still get sick. You get sick after eating something gross right away?
Pretty much. Or like the next day. Yeah.
Wow.
So like when I was pregnant, I craved cheese so bad. And I don't eat dairy, but I wanted it so bad. So I'd let myself eat it and I'd get sick. And I also let myself have a little bit of gluten. And there was like 3 weeks I was pregnant, I had constant migraines. But then I was like, okay, don't eat it. And it stopped.
Yeah, I bet being pregnant made the diet selection a little trickier.
It was hard. And I had a nurse tell me that because I wasn't drinking milk, I was going to kill my baby.
Aww.
I know.
Drinking like milk from a cow?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't drink milk
I
from
know.
a cow. And she said it would kill your baby.
Yeah.
Did you drink milk from a cow?
No.
And did it kill your baby?
No. Yeah, see, I grew a perfectly healthy
Even
baby.
the doctors don't know.
A lot don't. And I have to, like, I have major respect for the medical community. I know they do so good. I have family members, friends in the medical community.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they are.
And work hard.
But I do think
doesn't mean they're geniuses.
That some problems are from food, just because that's been my life, and I'm better now.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a little bit about my story?
Yes, please.
Because I want to compare, and I'm still looking for healing too. Because I'm like where you were 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, I talked about it a little bit earlier in a couple of the other episodes. I I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis a month ago, 2 months ago, and it was like a month ago. And it's an autoimmune disease similar to Crohn's, but not as intense. As far as I know, Crohn's is your whole digestive tract can be inflamed anywhere, and not the entire thing. It can be in certain spots, and it will cause a lot of other problems. UC is just found in the colon, and can be in one side of the colon or the whole colon, and it can be mild inflammation, moderate, or very severe. And so before I knew all of that, some of my experiences were, I didn't, let's see, August 2018, I start pooping blood.
Oh.
Just a little bit on my poop. And it scares, it was very alarming.
It's
terrifying. And I went to a doctor right away who said I had a fissure, an anal fissure, where, just where my asshole had a crack in it. And whenever I'd pass, some blood would get on the poop. And he said it would go away, and then there was nothing wrong with me. And it went away. It did end up going away after a couple months, which, well, first of all, before I went to the doctor, I Googled everything, and everything told me I had colon cancer.
Oh, so you're dying.
I thought I had colon cancer. I still probably could have colon cancer. Well, probably not because of the colonoscopy. But did you ever Google things and find scary information all the time?
I was always like, I have 5 months to live.
Yeah. Yeah. But that fall semester, I was like, this is the last year of school I'm ever gonna do. Yeah, for sure. Very scared. But then the doctor's like, it's just a fissure, it'll go away. And then it went away a little bit later, and then came back a little bit worse. This was probably in February of this year, 2019, and a little more blood and a little softer poops. And then I went back to the doctor, and the doctor's like, we need to go get a colonoscopy. And I didn't want to pay for a colonoscopy. I just got the bill. I got the bill 2 weeks ago, and it's $3,500.
Yeah, it's insane
for a 25-minute procedure. And yeah, that was ridiculous. So I denied the colonoscopy initially, and the doctor had no advice for me, really. Like everything I was being told was diet's not going to fix you. It's not going to help you. Yeah, they tell you
that too.
Diet and lifestyle changes are not going to help you. You need to start taking steroids and immunosuppressants like Humira or Remicade to target my colon and suppress my immune system so that my colon will stop attacking itself, because that's what an autoimmune disease is, right?
Yeah.
It's where your body's attacking itself. And I denied the colonoscopy and wasn't getting the medication because I wasn't diagnosed with anything. So I just left the doctors hoping that it would get better, and it did get better again after a couple months, and then a couple months after that, which was probably 2 months ago, I got super sick. And I had a lot more blood and chronic diarrhea, and for like 2 weeks nonstop.
Kaiden.
I know.
I had no idea any of this was going on.
You didn't know about any of this?
No, you didn't tell me until you texted me that one day.
Well, there was never it wasn't scary until a month ago.
Yeah.
And initially I thought I just had the flu, or that I kept getting fissures or hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Because the blood would keep coming back. And I thought it was just the flu, but it stuck around for 2 weeks. After like 3 or 4 days, I went to the doctor and scheduled a colonoscopy and got the colonoscopy and still was having diarrhea. And then a week later, they came back with the results and said I had my whole colon, my whole belly was inflamed. And the doctors put me on pantoprazole, the steroid pantoprazole. Okay. Now, here's a funny story. I had my colonoscopy and came out of the colonoscopy, and still had diarrhea, and the doctor didn't say anything weird. He had seen anything weird or it was unusual. It was just like inflamed colon, recognized it as UC. But a couple days after the colonoscopy, which to prepare for, what you have to do to prepare for a colon.
Drink like a drink.
Yeah. You drink something that makes you poop liquid.
Yeah.
And I pooped the liquid for like 6 hours before the colonoscopy. So I was what I'm saying is I was clear.
Yeah.
Completely clear. And then a couple days later, I don't know if this is unusual, but I mentioned this to my doctor and she had nothing to say about it, but I had pooped something that looked like a little tree, like a little piece of broccoli. Yeah, so weird. But I passed it, and the blood went away, the diarrhea went away, the nausea went away, the dizziness, all of the weird symptoms went away. And I was feeling basically normal. But the doctor still put me on the pentroprazole to keep, because I'm still definitely inflamed.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that had to do with anything. Basically, I'm asking, have you ever had anything like that happen to you?
No.
Yeah, so that was really weird. I don't know
odd.
anything. I don't know. It wasn't like a foreign object. It just looked like like a little piece of broccoli or tree, like a stick with leaves on it.
That's weird.
It was very unusual. So now I'm at a place where I'm halfway through my pentroprazole meds. My doctor's trying to get me on Remicade, on Humira, which is shots in my gut every 2 weeks.
Oh,
for the rest of my life.
No.
That's what she wants.
I mean, you do what you want, but
well, so this is me being personal and being vulnerable.
Yeah.
I am afraid of it getting worse.
Yeah.
And I have trust in my doctors and in the medical field, but I have no desire to shoot myself in my gut for 2 weeks, every 2 weeks for the rest of my life.
I don't blame you.
And I have heard, I have read a lot of information and experiences on websites and blogs, and it's like 50-50 pretty much. Either works for you or it doesn't. But I've also read a lot of people doing this holistic doctor approach, and I've been in contact with a couple, they're not holistic. I mean, maybe they are. I don't know what is a holistic doctor technically, but they're this page called Crohn's and Colitis Lifestyle that has a program with diet and lifestyle changes and supplements, and it's a slow process to find basically your story.
Yeah.
Get the right foods in your body over the right amount of time to get cleansed and to do it in a natural way. And I want that to be the right answer, but all of the medical field says that it doesn't work.
Yeah, they'll tell you that.
Well, so why?
It's crap.
Why? But isn't okay? I guess I want to have more faith in the medical field.
No, of course.
Right?
Well, the medical field, they're awesome. They're really good for surgery. They save lives. Like surgeries.
Right, like the medical field doesn't fuck around.
No, they're amazing.
But they make me feel bad about not doing medicine.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, they do, because Cade, they make money.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to say, because the government, a lot of books I read and podcasts I listened to, the government and big pharma make money off of people being sick. So if they can keep getting you to take their pills, and they might just be clueless. People don't admit that food can help you. But like I said earlier, food is different than it used to be. And for people whose bodies are like ours, more prone to autoimmune disease, then we have to be careful about what we eat.
Yeah, I have to be careful anyway.
Yeah.
I have to be careful. Everybody should be careful anyway.
Yeah.
But I've never had the worst diet compared to
I didn't either.
You've had a better diet than me, for
Yeah.
sure. I never had the worst diet, but when I was on my mission, I ate tilapia and broccoli for a year.
Yeah.
And granted, I was way overeating before from all of the members. And then I was also eating cheap food because I only had $140
Yeah.
to live on. So I haven't had the best diet, but I've always been active.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been healthy, regardless, or not regardless, but besides this. So it's it's just weird to be in where I'm at now with my health, because now I have to be super conscious of what I'm eating and how I spend my time. So that's my personal journey.
Yes.
I think I want to just like jump into the holistic doctor.
Just try it.
Well, so where do I start?
You find one.
How? Like, how did you find your doctor?
A friend of a friend. So a girl in my neighborhood had come home early from a mission because she was sick, and I went to the same one she went to, and I can give you all those details. But I don't know, like I get that you're scared to trust that, or like not trust the medical side, but you have to just try it.
I think I just have to. I do think I just. But then at the same time, if a person can tell me what foods that I should and shouldn't eat, I could do that myself.
You can,
right? I could figure that out. It would take a lot more work.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, I can help you.
You'll be my doctor.
I can be your doctor.
You'll be my holistic doctor.
Yeah.
Do holistic doctors have licenses?
Yes.
Are they?
My uncle's a holistic doctor.
In what field? What does he practice, or what does he do?
It's called a naturopathic doctor. He does everything. Like, he's in St. George though.
I guess I just have no idea what a holistic doctor actually is. It's just
they just try to attempt things more naturally.
Are they witches?
No.
Are they hippies?
No, they like some might be. I don't know. No, but I don't know.
Their practice is focusing on herbs, nutrients, and all natural remedies.
Natural things. Yeah.
I'm gonna go live on Instagram.
Okay.
Can I go live on
let's do
Instagram
it.
while we keep going?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to get off of airplane mode.
I just have to say, like, no one's body is the same. Everyone's bodies are different. Everyone's bodies work different. So, like, I can have nuts. Some people are allergic to nuts. I can't eat meat. Other people can eat meat. Like, so that's why.
What kind of meat?
I can't.
You can't eat
meat except for fish. For some reason, I can have seafood.
Was there a seafood you prefer?
Salmon. Love me some salmon.
This should be working. Nobody's on. So
this is what it's like.
So yeah, you know exactly. You've seen this page before, haven't you? You've seen this angle. Okay. I will look into a holistic doctor, and would you ever recommend people don't do the medical doctor stuff? Would you always pull people towards?
I would, just because of my own personal journey.
Okay. Unless
it's a death. I don't know.
Have you ever met anybody that done a holistic doctor stuff and it hasn't worked?
No.
Everybody you've talked to?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you probably are only interacting with people that it's
worked for, but yeah, for the most part, everyone that's done it has worked for.
Hey, Tyson. Hey, Amanda. We have Sydnee here talking about her autoimmune disease, my autoimmune disease, and what we're doing to take care of our lives and our bodies. So you guys throw in any questions you want. Go Jazz, says Jeff. I agree, dude. Are they playing right now?
Woo.
What's the score?
Did they win?
Horsey says you suck. No, I'm going to Hawaii tomorrow, so I don't care what Horsey has to say. Do you feel like you live a better quality? Well, I can answer that for you, but do you feel like you live a better quality of life now?
Oh yeah.
Do you feel like, not just because you feel better, but because of the foods you're taking, you're a healthier person?
Oh, for sure. I am not even the same person. I feel like I don't even have the same body.
Horsey, you cannot join my video.
Leave
Hey,
us
Ashley, thanks for
alone.
joining. what kind of are you restricted on any activities that you can do now because of your sickness?
No.
Like, are there things where like you still haven't fixed or solved?
No.
Everything's back to
Everything's
normal.
back to normal. I'm healthy.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it is really nice.
I can't get my heart rate up going. I can't get.
You can't.
No, I can't work too hard because
I couldn't either.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what that's like?
Yes.
You felt that.
I stopped trying to work out. I did yoga for like a year. And that's it.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
And you were healthy or unhealthy?
When I was unhealthy.
Unhealthy.
But it helped a ton. And then I started getting back into like the gym and weightlifting and everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was exercising regularly until I had my episode a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And well, that shut me down.
Yeah.
But now I one, I'm afraid to go back because I think that it kind of stimulated
set it
a little.
off.
Yeah. Too much exercise can
if
stimulate
you're
it.
inflamed, it will just ruin it more.
Yeah.
So you have to get better.
So I'm definitely in my head about
Yeah. But I don't blame you.
going back.
Yeah.
Hey, Callum. Thanks for joining. I'll give you a wave. Thanks for the message. It's nice of you.
Wow. Lives are kind of awkward.
Lives are very awkward, but we don't have very many live people. We've got Callum, we've got Slade, we've got Lyle, Coleman. Thanks. We got Amanda's with us. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm so happy you're here. Miranda just joined. I'll give you a wave. This is fun.
What's up?
Do you have anything else you want to share? We are at 57 minutes, 59 seconds. About your story.
About my story.
About your life. We're talking about her autoimmune disease, my autoimmune disease. If any of you that are tuning in have questions, hit us up while we've got you. We're probably going to wrap this up in a minute.
While I'm thinking, let me look at the questions you sent me. This is harder than people think, Kaiden.
Well, you've done an excellent job. Braxton, my boy, you get some COD dubs for me? Thanks for tuning in. What's up, big fella?
Getting so popular, Kaiden.
No, I'm not popular. Now I have 8. I do have 8 viewers, though. 9.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
We've got Miranda joined us. Steez joined us. Mikkel. And Logan joined us. Those are all the new ones. You guys are the best.
What's up, homies?
We definitely have the best friend group, though.
We do. I will
Even
say
though
that.
we were all sick. Mikkel says, "OMG, I love Sydnee. I love Sydnee Anderson Whitney."
Oh, thanks. I love you more.
Yeah.
Ew, I look so good.
No, you're so pretty. We're getting a lot.
They're
I
just
know.
joining. They're just joining, Cade.
Everybody's tuning in. Now we've got it. Now we have to reset our whole conversation.
Oh. Reset our whole conversation.
Hey, do you think Sydnee should have her baby and her next baby now or in 2 or 3 years? Steve's liked it. I think that means he want. I think
Ooh.
that.
Get on that.
I think that means get on top of it right now.
Ooh. If you want to.
When does Brendan want to have kids? Same? It's in the same boat?
I think so.
Does Brendan want any more kids?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
We have a pretty good one, so.
You do have a
we
little.
want more.
Do you want more boys or more girls?
I want a girl. I at least want one girl, and then I'm fine with boys.
Slate says knock him out now.
Woo.
I think everybody wants everyone else to have babies before. I am
Have a
much
baby.
happier now watching everybody else have babies
one, not
than
you.
having my own babies. Well, I mean, if I had my own baby, then I would feel different
yeah.
probably, but I don't have my own baby, so I'm really happy.
No, everyone
looking
enjoy
inside.
your life.
Steve says she can have the kid whenever as long as she names him Megatron.
Megatron? Don't tell Brendan that.
Boy or
He'll
girl?
go for it.
Brendan will go for it. Oh, we got to celebrate your husband's.
He's a private pilot.
He's got his license today. Well, what did he officially get today? Just pass
Private
the test?
pilot.
Oh, he's
Private
a
pilot.
private
Yeah,
pilot.
yeah.
So what can he do now?
Fly. He can fly people. Just not like a commercial.
In your
airplane.
microphone. Everybody wants to
Sorry.
hear you talk.
I
know. Everyone wants to hear
I
it.
listened to all the other podcasts and I was like, I'm not going to get away from the microphone. And
I
I've done
know.
it the whole time.
Everybody does it. They get excited. Well, and then you forget it's there.
Yeah.
And they don't want to hear themselves, so they come over here.
Oh, that's what it sounds like? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, but it's fine. Zach says hello.
What's up, Zach?
I love you, Zach. I'll give you a wave.
Good pal.
No, I don't see your thing anymore. I can't give you a wave. Well, Sid,
Yeah.
we're 1 hour, 1 minute, 13 seconds
1
in.
hour.
Everybody, we talked today about Sydnee's autoimmune disease, my autoimmune disease. What happened to us?
We're a bunch of sickos.
Bunch of fucking sickos.
Messed up.
I know, but hey, you know what? If we're not all sickos, then what are we?
Right.
I think everybody's got something wrong with
Everyone
them.
does. Change your diet.
Change. Yeah, but don't spoil anything because we want everyone to listen to the episode.
Listen.
Hear your story and how you found healing.
Mm-hmm.
And are you a part of any support groups, or are you on your own?
No, I just follow a lot of people on Instagram that kind of have lived the same lifestyle or eat like me.
Now, is it important to you that, or does it bother you that you're not officially diagnosed with anything?
I think because I knew myself that I was sick, I was wrong, something was wrong, I wasn't getting better. I don't care that I wasn't diagnosed. All I cared about was getting better, and I have, and
yeah, being healthy was more important than knowing what was wrong. Yeah, I think that's also what's gotten in my head is doctors are telling me what's wrong, so I should listen to the doctors on how to get better.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do medicine like that.
I didn't either. I was told the same things, Cade, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to live a life where you're taking shots every 2 weeks.
Well, I love taking shots, but I don't want to take injections.
Yeah.
You don't have to take shots, but I don't want to
take all your shots you want, Cade.
I'll take all the shots. Slade says, "Hey, I love y'all. Miss my L-Town fam.
Hey, I miss you, Stat.
We should get together and do Friendsgiving. Peacing out. Peacing out. Love the podcast, Kaiden. Good shit. Keep it up, bro. Appreciate you, man. Bro,
you're invited to Friendsgiving.
Yeah, we are trying to put one together.
Out a text.
If you're in town, he might not even be live.
Oh,
we'll have to.
We'll send him a message.
Have we even figured it out yet, though?
Yeah.
We did?
I need to make all the details. I'll send a text.
You have that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I'm sorry.
Slade, it's you and me, man. We'll figure it out. Let me know. Yeah, I think we said we were talking about December.
December.
Yeah, if you're in town December, we'll be in touch. Jolie, thanks for joining. We're just about to tune out of here, but we have Sydnee with us. It's been so fun. We could go another hour if you want to.
I mean,
how's your poor husband doing with the baby?
I don't need to ask
He's
him.
Probably so happy.
We'll see. He gets a little stressed out if I'm not around. He's great. He's great, Dad.
I know he's a good dad. He's an even better boyfriend. My boyfriend.
He's such a good boyfriend. He's a good one to you.
Yeah, he's my boyfriend.
Oh, I'm on airplane mode.
Zach says do it.
Do it.
Probably to Slade to come to.
Oh.
to come to Utah. Well, Sid, I hope that we get to do this again in whenever you want, and especially if I ever figure out what to do.
I feel like I could say so much.
Well, say something.
Well, I feel like all my words like mixed up in my head.
This might short out if it moves too much. Yeah, I just don't want it to not work for you. That's okay. Keep going though. What do you want to say?
I don't know. The live's kind of intimidating.
Well, I'll turn it off. Zach says 1 more hour. Oh, Zach, we'll do a special exclusive hour for you. I'm gonna turn this off so Sydnee can gather her thoughts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Oh man.
You have anything else you want to say?
Oh, my brain.
Or you want to save it for another night?
I want to talk. I mean, if you want to talk another night, I want you to be I want you to do what I tell you to do.
I'm gonna be your
my little guinea pig
test subject.
Yeah, but I don't want to hurt you. But
is your phone on airplane mode?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I don't know.
I would love to. I just don't know where to go or how to get started.
I'll help you.
Yeah,
there's so many yummy recipes. Like when I started looking for healthier ways, there's ways people eat, and there's restaurants in Ogden. There's restaurants in Salt Lake.
Well, there's restaurants everywhere, but it's about what you're eating.
I know, but there's like specific ones made of healthy ingredients. There's
like Chick-fil-A's not healthy ingredients?
No.
Chick-fil-A?
No.
It's grilled chicken. Well, they have grilled chicken.
Well, I mean, I can't eat grilled chicken. Maybe you can eat grilled chicken.
Well, I don't know. Here's part of my beef is I do everything I can to avoid getting flares.
Yeah.
And most of the articles that I read say you have to eat food and see if it gives you a flare.
So you have to do.
I hate that.
I had to do it too.
Okay. So, What were flares like for you? Was it
I bloated, stomachache, diarrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Same. So did that, and that happens for you right away after you eat something.
Pretty much. Or a few
I don't
hours
get
later.
right away or a few hours later. I can eat
Happened.
anything and feel fine for days until
Yeah.
but then I don't know what.
What it was.
Yeah. I'll like eat like shit on the weekend and feel fine the next couple days, and then right now I'm on a strict diet of tuna and bananas, applesauce. I love that fucking applesauce.
Ooh.
And yeah, but just like the same foods every day: rice, chicken, and
so you're not
Cheerios.
eating bad.
Right. So all week I'll eat normal. I'll eat that, and then on the weekends, sometimes I will eat whatever I want.
Say you're eating Cheerios.
But then on a Wednesday, I love Cheerios.
I love Cheerios.
Cheerios with
Except they have a bad ingredient that could make you sick.
what is it?
It's called glyphosate.
Oh, well, probably. But that's the thing is like I will eat Cheerios all week and not feel sick, and then but then one day out of the week I'll feel sick, and I don't know if it's from something I'm eating that's in that regular diet or if it's from a weird off the wall food on the weekends.
Yeah.
What do you have?
What do you let yourself eat on the weekends?
Anything. Whatever's on the table, whatever people are ordering, or or if I'm out to eat, I'll just eat something yummy.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I went to beer bar in Salt Lake and got a brat with a beer.
Yeah.
And feel fine, but then in a couple of days I will.
You'll feel sick.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so it's the biggest thing though is I definitely get bloated right away.
Yeah.
From gross foods, or if I eat too much of anything.
Yeah.
I'd eat smaller meals.
Yeah.
But I just can't figure out what my trigger foods are.
That's the hardest part because there's so many foods. But I will tell you, like, eating out and eating bad won't help you.
But like going to.
But it's hard because eating is social and you want to be able to enjoy yourself and eat good food. I get it.
I love fucking sitting down with friends.
I know.
And snacking on plates all over the table and talking. That's my favorite.
I know.
If I could have whatever you'd call a smorgasbord of food right here, like do a podcast, I would probably have. Oh, I'd probably have a much better podcast. Yeah, because I'm more in my element. Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah. No, food's everything.
Maybe you'll have to give me your tips then for flares.
I'll give you tips. I guess I just got to a point where I was like, I want to be able to hang out with people at all. Yeah. So I just didn't care. And I literally have gone to a point where I don't care. I just want to be healthy. And I think it's hard. It took me a long time to get that way. I'd go out with people and watch everyone eat, or I'd try to eat something, feel sick. It's just how it is. But I don't know. You kind of just have to take it how you want. And if you want to eat while you're at a party, just know you're going to be sick from it. Fine, but.
Yeah, but I don't want to get sick.
I know.
And I don't want. I have this thing about soda. Regular Coke with the sugar will give you diabetes, and Diet Coke with the aspartame will give you cancer.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at the same point right now with my gut where I can not do anything and risk getting cancer, or do the Remicade and the Humira and risk everything getting worse.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it could get worse both ways, but it's like a lose-lose.
It is.
But you're in a winner situation.
I know, because I chose to be.
You are a winner.
I don't know about that.
You are a winner, though.
And honestly, Kate, I still have days where I don't feel very good.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because that's how our bodies are.
That's life.
But it's like never.
Okay.
Never happens.
Well, I'll get some more tips from you. Tips, but I'm gonna wrap this up.
Okay.
And we're gonna go play with crew for a minute.
Let's do it before you go to bed and go to Hawaii.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep.
So jealous.
I don't need to sleep that much because I'll sleep on the plane. I'll be all right. Okay, this has been 1 hour, 10 minutes, 46 seconds with Sydnee Anderson. If you are sick and if you don't know what's going on and it keeps happening, then there are a lot of people that are feeling the same way as you. When I was in college, I had a roommate that is really sick still.
Really?
And I used to think poor fool. It would suck to be that
Right?
sick,
Yeah.
like have something long life term
Yeah.
sick, and then sure enough, I started pooping blood, and now I'm
Karma.
yeah, now I'm in this. I'm really am
No.
in like a similar
That
situation,
sucks.
and but now I know that I'm not the only one
Mhm.
experiencing it, and I don't. I can. There are people that have had the same problems and have gotten through them, and with answers like you, and
Yeah.
you can offer me a lot of help, but also to anybody who's listening that might eventually feel something, get sick, or is sick now and don't know where to go. Where would you tell people to go if they're sick?
To go if they're sick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Holistic doctor.
I
You
would
like the
say
holistic.
holistic doctor.
you like holistic
only
doctors.
because I've been down the medical road and it did not work for me.
Okay. So holistic doctors are one option. Medical doctors,
Medical doctors,
Are
if
an
that
option.
and if that works for
That's-
you, great.
that's-
If
I
that's what you're
think-
comfortable with,
yeah.
that's great.
but go to a doctor. I
Yeah.
guess go to any doctor. Get help. Find support on social media. Reach out to us. Reach out to Sydnee, who's
Yeah.
been through it already for a few years, and who wants to live their life sick?
They don't.
No, I don't think
Enjoy your
anybody
life.
does. I think I want to be healthy. You want to be healthy.
Yeah.
And I want to live a long life healthy,
Yeah.
happy,
You can enjoy.
doing what I
Yeah,
want. Yeah.
Exactly.
And eventually eating and drinking what I want,
Mhm.
where I can control it.
Mhm.
So, don't be afraid to talk about your symptoms either, because I was afraid to do that for a
So
year.
was I. Yeah. Long time.
and it is uncomfy, and people probably don't want to hear all about what's coming out of your ass. But if you listen to my words, then you're probably getting the same thing anyway. So reach out to somebody and get the help you need, or reach out to us and find support. And anything else?
I think we covered it.
And we
Good
covered
job.
it.
This is fun.
Well, this was episode 6 with Sydney. Thanks so much for tuning in. Everyone have a wonderful day.